Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sat Show. Today's video is going to be about warrants, but before I get to that, I want to kind of speak about how the general market performed today and also how some of our favorite stocks performed. So, yeah, getting into how the market performed. So, as you can see, the S&P 500 actually opened up pretty high today, around 370, well, 369, and it downtrended from there. And guys, you can expect a lot of volatility over the next 15 days since it is the end of the year and a lot of hedge funds are selling and buying some different shares, and yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of new people coming into the markets, people that have retirement money and want to invest it in, and yeah, you could expect a lot of volatility over the next couple of days. Now let's take a look at Nano Dimensions, ticker symbol NNDM. Today was a really good day for Nano Dimensions. It was up about 8% today at its highs, and yeah, it peaked at around $6.94 today, and it closed at $6.63, and I do believe it's about 2% up after hours as well. So yeah, now looking at the 1 hour chart for Nano Dimensions, it looks like it's in a consolidating triangle wedge pattern right here, and as you can see, this is the uptrend and here's the downtrend, and over the next week, I believe before December 21st, it will be having a breakout move, whether it be to the downside or the upside. However, given the bullish momentum of the stock, I do think that in a couple days here, we're going to get a breakout to the upside. And after that, I'm pretty sure we're going to $10 a share. So now taking a quick look at Aqua Bounty Technologies, it pretty much opened up 2% a bit higher and kind of moved sideways from then. And as you can see, after hours, it's moving sideways as well. And I think that this stock will continue to have a very slight uptrend for the next week until there's another catalyst, like a PR or some news. Last stock that I'll be talking about is BFT. They're merging with PaySafe. I did a video on it. Once again, I'll prompt it at the top so you guys can go watch that video. And yeah, it was a pretty good day for BFT. It was up 5% and it went as high as $15.35. I did tell you guys that I was going to buy on market open today, and I kind of made a mistake and I bought this at $15.30, but that's fine because I do plan on holding this until they have a merger announcement, and after that, once they do say a specific date of merger, I do believe that this stock will start to go parabolic. So now I'm going to finally get into what a warrant is and why I think SPAC warrants are a really good play to use. Essentially, a warrant is issued by the company themselves, not a brokerage, so it's different from a call option. However, it is similar, but essentially it lets you buy a stock. Well, I think it's about 100 shares. It lets you exercise the right to buy 100 shares at a certain price on a later date, and this later date is all chosen by the company. And essentially, why companies issue warrants is to gain some capital, since the company doesn't actually make any money from people buying call options or puts from a brokerage. Warrants are generally considered a risky type of investment. However, SPAC warrants are a little different in the fact that SPACs have a limited downside to how far they can fall, unless someone in the management group dies or something and it ends up getting liquidated. However, that usually just never happens. But yeah, essentially when you buy a SPAC stock at around $15, for example, like BFT, its initial investors bought shares at $10 a share. So it essentially doesn't drop below $10 before the merger. Alright, now let me show you guys how powerful purchasing warrants can be over actually buying the shares of the company. So as you can see today, BFT closed 4.66% up. But now let's take a look at how their warrants performed. So for the same 5% move upwards, the warrant actually moved 21% up, guys. It went up 68 cents. And this is essentially 5 times more of a return, basically. So if you're bullish on the equity version of a SPAC, chances are the warrants is going to go up a lot more. However, I do want to warn you guys that this does go the other way around. Say BFT dropped 1%, you would probably see a 5% drop in the actual warrant. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to use warrants to your advantage with the least risk possible. So essentially, when these shell companies that are going to merge with the company get listed, they always hover around a certain price that was given to the private shareholders. So they're usually around $10, so you can almost guarantee yourself that this SPAC is not going to drop below this like $10 mark. It will hover around it. And essentially, the way that you can use warrants with this is you buy the shell company's warrants prior to any news, And then after that, as you can see, after some news was released, this VJAK went up to $12.20. And that's only a $2 move. It's not even that much percentage. However, look how much the warrant moved. You could have picked up the warrants at $1.30 and sold them at around $3. And that's almost tripling your money right there for just a $2 move in the SPAC.